Namaste, Jai Bharat. The Discovery Channel's interview had really bugged Pakistanis. In particular, it bugged the Pakistani narrative creators, which includes the army and the civil administration or the so-called YouTubers. There is a specimen of a Kamarchima who claims to be a university teacher. All right, he can claim, and God forgive his students. So he is very desperate in justifying the army and whatever the army does there. He has got some recent awards or something, so he wants to be in the good book of Assimilate characters, Assimilate companies. So he is at it. All right, that's his bread, butter, and whatever. Very evident. So they're extremely bugged by the story. But adding fuel to fire, there are few points interesting. See, during Operation Sindoor, the media was addressed by 3 women officers. Vyomika Singh from the Air Force, and the Qureshi ma'am from Army, and another lady, I forget her name. This Qureshi lady is from my university where I was teaching. She studied in my university. And these 3. That itself is a humiliation to the Pakistanis, because the Pakistanis think they are archetype Muslims, and the way they treat women, the way they look at women is very interesting, amazing, and actually repugnant and redundant and ridiculous. They treat women simply as an instrument for their interests, whatever. So women cannot do things as men does. Women are assigned few works only. Others are all men's work. Women cannot do, must not do. And the way they treat women are covered up in some black clothes, or sometimes brown clothes, sometimes blue clothes also. They've seen they cover themselves up because they cannot expose themselves, because their exposure would entice men. Who is at fault here, women or men? The men are so mischievous, and I'm using a good word, so mischievous that when he happened to see some hands, legs or something, or the woman, he is getting excited. The fault is with the men, but the punishment is given to women. They are to be covered. They have this kind of logic. What do you call this logic? You can call anything. So they have another theory, which is actually very interesting, that jihad is a shortcut to heaven, and whatever is forbidden on earth is largely permitted in heaven. You cannot drink here on earth, but you have wine flowing in rivers. You have 72 horse per head allotted, and whatever you cannot do on earth is allowed in heaven. So look at this funny way of sequencing that would make you long to live after death. That way the religion is served, protected. They get jihadis. So that's a very point in jihad. In jihad you go straight to heaven without filtering in between. They have a filtering mechanism, qayamat and what kind of things, whatever. But if you get killed at the hands of a woman, everything collapses. You cannot then get anything. Then what will be your stage, I don't know. But if you get killed at the hands of a woman, but that's a greatest shame for man who believes in Mardangi, believes in all kinds of things, inferior women, superior men, etc., etc. So, in that discovery discussion, something else became very interestingly exposed. They said it's a girls of Bharat. It's our girls who bombed, strafed, and missiled the terrorist bases. So all those who died in those terrorist bases are denied heaven because they have achieved nothing from jihad. They all got killed at the hands of girls, not women, young girls, smart girls. And this is nothing unusual to Bharat. We have characters like Abbaka Rani, and of course Rani of Jhansi is known to us. Many such Viranganas we had. Oh, that's nothing special because in our Vedas we have Rishikas as well as Rishis. Women used to perform yoga. It's not exclusive to men. So women always had very high esteem in Bharat because we treat women fundamentally as mother, principal mother. Anyway, that's a different area of discussion. So when you get killed by the hands of girls, I don't call them as women girls because young girls, then their women is denied, the jihad gets collapsed, and what a humiliation to the Pakistanis. They really are reeling, and there's only one alternate for them to commit suicide. They cannot hide their faces anywhere. This kind of situation. And who explained about Operation Sindhu by evening briefings? 3 women. And one, the army, the Qureshi, she is from my university, I told you. She studied here. Look at the humiliation Pakistan faces. But then, they are such and so thick-skinned, they choose to ignore and still continue to be boisterous. Well, they are at that point or at any point, they are irredeemable, but then they got bugged. Literally bugged. I will not use the other word. We shall meet. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.